that's not worth going back for. So.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Oops. Thank you.
Okay, let me get out of your way here.
That came out great. Thank you. Brand new. That's not
So there is a belt of a city wall and houses, and then all the central part of the site is nothing to excavate. And I think that they started to build the city. They didn't destroy before everything was done. They were covered with mud and plaster, and then covered the white plaster. Okay, what we can do now is to go into the gate itself. We need to be careful here about crossing behind the fence.
There's the city gate right there.
And the wires.
Oh,
Touch it, we'll find out.
Oh, well, there's the one that he lost today.
Abby, you get a lot of pictures?
It's much easier to cross over here.
Oh, you're backwards.
We are now in the gate. Inside the gate itself, you can see here an aerial photograph. The gate has 4 chambers. You are standing in one of them, a second one behind you, and then a third one over here, and the fourth one in the corner over there. I have a nice plan of the other gate, and since the gates are more or less of the same plan, let's look at the other. Okay, you see here a gate. It's not this gate, it's another gate, but it's more or less the same idea and the same sizes. The opening is about 4 meters, and then 4 chambers, 2 in one side and 2 in the other side. Okay? And a drain. There is a drain in the other gate, and there is a drain here. You see that you are standing on these big stones? If you look inside, there is a drain. Part of it is carved into the bedrock, and part of it is built with stones. Almost every gate that you find in Israel, in the Iron Age, also has a drain channel in it. The 2 gates of Rebet Kayafa. But if you go to Chatzor, to Megiddo, to Lachish, to Dan, to Be'er Sheva, each one of them, Gezer and Tel Farah North, Tel Natzbe, and so on and so forth, all of them has a drain inside. Why? I tell you why. Where people build gates, you have a city, you build a gate in the lower part, so it's easy to go in and out. If it's the lower part, when water go out by gravitation, they're also going in the lower part. So gate in the lower part and the drainage in the lower part, and they meeting with each other. So you can see a beautiful drain here and another one in the other gate. And when we excavated first the other gate and then this gate, people didn't like the idea that our site has 2 gates, because all other biblical cities has only 1 gate, so how can we have 2 gates? So some people said that this is not a gate. But what is not a gate? If it looks like a duck and it's like a duck.
But also, why is it necessary for every city to be identical?
Sure. But you see the gate is a gate, and we have a drain, and on top of it there is something much more interesting, and let's talk about it as well. And this is the opening of the casement. Now you know what are casement. You have seen before, and look here, we are here in this gate. And there is a casement city wall. You looked at it from over here when we were up there, and it continues over here. We excavated 10 chasmas to the other direction. Where are the opening? You see in the wall to the left, the opening is in the left corner of the chasmat. And when you look at the Kazmat in the other side, to the right, the opening is in the right corner, which means that the entrances to the specific Kazmat are far away from the gate to the left and far away to the right. Okay? What's happening in the other gate? The same pattern. You see the gate here? It's the other gate over there. It's like this. But here in the Kazmat going to the south, the entrance is in the southern corner of each Kazmat. And in the Kazmat to the north, the entrance is in the northern corner. So what's happened here? They built the city wall first, and then they started to build the Kazmat, and they built the wall and the doorway. Doorway, you see, and one group worked to this direction, another group worked to this direction, a fourth group to this, and a third here, and a fourth here. We think that 4 different groups built the city simultaneously, and that's how they could accomplish the work much faster. If I put it here again, you can see the paradox in a way. From the gate to this direction, the opening is far away. To this, look at the area we excavated here. Where are the opening? It's far away from this gate. What happened to the Kazmat in this direction? They're far away from this gate. So somewhere between this point and this point, there is a place where the orientation of the opening is changing. The orientation is changing sometimes in the north and sometimes in the south. And believe it or not, this summer we were looking to find a meeting point, the place where they will find a change in orientation. We first opened here. It was still to this direction. Then we opened here, it was to this direction. And after opening 45 meters, we found the meeting point. It was, like here and here in between each time till we managed to find it. And we have 2 Kazmats, which has the opening one near the other. It's not, because if you look here, it's always far away and far away and far away and far away. But there is one place where opening near an opening, and it's changed, switching the orientation of the opening of the Kazmat. So it was something quite nice to find. Photo here with this huge stone. Look at this huge stone. It's bigger than me, it's higher than me, and it's wider than me. This is a huge stone, and people really built one here and one on the other side. The other one is not as big as this one, but this is a statement. It's not just a wall, it's not just a stone because we need a stone. If you look at the other gate, you'll see that instead of one big stone, they put 12 smaller stones. And still everything is standing perfectly. So why they put such a huge monolith here? To emphasize the entrance. And you need to think about the political situation. For 200 years, this was the period of the judges, yes? So everybody lived in a small village and nobody paid taxes. And then came Saul, and then later David, and said, now there is a kingdom, now we are ruling, now we are building a huge fortification, now everybody had to pay taxes. Do you think that people were happy?
Isn't that why I elected a king?
So you can see that there was a need to create an infrastructure which will emphasize power. A city like this, standing on top of the hill here, everybody who go in the valley see the city. Everybody in the valley knows that you have to pay taxes to the city. The city built with huge stones, so when you come here, you're frightened. You said, oh, I better pay them, I better give them 3 jars of olive oil and go home. Then refuse. Under mud or under whatever. This is probably how this was the roofing of the houses and the Kazmat and everything.
It's the gate system here.
To fight, you'd have to stand here.
If you'd be strong enough, I'm sure that maybe over the Kazmat they put the wood more condensed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know if you said that before, but what is the time frame of this site?
How do you know the dating? I told him in the car that we sent all these pictures for the carbon dating, and once we go to the dating, which is now between 10, every day, we have 10 dates. Every date is a bit different, and it's plus minus about 30 years because the accuracy of the system is about 1%.
Only 30 years.
So every day you can have
10,
10, 20,
plus or
plus minus 30, or plus minus 20.
I'll take some more money. Doesn't work so well.
the gate, right?
Yeah.
But that's after the gate. There's the.
We are lucky look here, I'm standing now. Can you promote everybody will see? Please don't stand on the step for a moment. You see this huge stone? It's 3 meters long, 1 meter wide, and 1 meter deep. So it's 3 cubic meters. 1 cubic meter of limestone is about 2.7 tons. So this stone is 8 tons, and it's standing here like this. Now if you look, you see that there's an upper part and a lower part. We have a step here. Why do we have a step? And why the step is in this direction and not in this direction? What do you think?
Before the gate went up too?
I don't know if it didn't left us a message. How to open it. You need to think about it.
I mean, the gate door could close there.
So the gate closed. What do we know about gate? Usually when we have better preservation, we even have stone like this. This is not in situ, but you see this is a place for a hinge. So you open and you close. Cities with 2 walls, with 2 doors and a bar. Bariach is bar.
That's what
And
this is.
Plataim is 2 handles. The two doors. So how a bar is a huge beam of wood that you put behind the doors. But in order to put it, you need the 2 doors to be absolutely straight. You cannot have them like this or like this. You need the 2 doors on the same line exactly. How do you get the same line exactly? The threshold stop the doors on the same line. So when you close it, both doors on the same line exactly, and then you can put the bar behind them. So this is a wonderful example. Why don't we have this threshold like this in the other side? I don't know. But I think that if this faced the enemy, it was important to put a stronger threshold here because it protects the door. Think about the enemy who want to come. Instead of breaking the walls, which are thick, you have only 20 centimeters of a wooden door. It's much easier to take it out of the hinge or to do something. So the step also protecting the lower part of the door. You cannot put something behind it and turn it upside down.
It's strange.
The socket.
This is
And then the lid for the door to come up even right here.
It's a wonderful article. We have
And then the
enormous
water channel down
ideas,
there.
and they didn't like it because we destroyed the ancient theories or these Christian theories. That
Water channel
these windows.
continues up.
This was published you can find it in the web.